Hey, Dr. Sanchez. So this is me being logged in on one browser, and then on another browser, we're not logged in. Okay. So it's basically separated the icon picture from the real image, right? But they are not like atrocious, and the groups are there, and I can still see how many. Just like if I am logged in, it is more of a grid look. I can join the group. Now you notice that join the group is an option if you sign up. You cannot join a group, right? You're not able to join a group here. Even if I were to, like, let's say, let's just sort it. Let's go to, like, who's got the most members? I'll just do that one real quick. That switched pretty quick. So then you go right here, most members. And I'm on Wi-Fi at the house today. And I've got it open in two different tabs. So water management seems to be the hero as to who has the most, right? So when I go into water management here, not logged in, okay. I think I clicked it. I'm trying again. There we go. So I didn't click it. So it shows you that you don't have the option to join over here. You see this? Okay. So what they have to do is become a member, become a part of the network, and they can join the group, right? This right here, if I go to water management, logged in, okay, you can see that there's all these members, there's 34. I can actually join the group because I have a profile now. Does that make sense? You wanted them to have the profile so that we would have all the appropriate credentials. And then they can go and join the group that made sense or something that was of interest and they could lend, to, right? Or gain something out of it. Nate is organizer, I think, on most of these because he was the original admin that built all this stuff out, but we'll get that changed. But I can see the members. It's only 2 pages. And I can go from the grid to the list view, and see it's pretty quick. But what's interesting is this image here on the logged in view is exactly the same image here and the same features here, same feature as the non-logged in. The only difference is that you're unable to join the group. And then the only difference is, we'll go back on both these. The only difference is on this one, the pictures are just separated. So if I've never been to your website, how would I know the difference? And they're the exact same images as the grid view here. Yeah, this looks a little tidier, but this doesn't necessarily look untidy, right? It actually shows the images of the people a little bit more so than here. So I don't know. I mean, just to be honest, I don't see that there would be a humongous issue that the site doesn't work. So let's go into our network. If we go to our network, same thing, right? Who's explaining to these people that, this is the grid view, there's a list view, shows quite a bit more, a little quicker, okay? But you can go alphabetical. I can go to the newest members or recently active. I don't think anybody was using this. Tells me how many members there are, just like it tells me on working groups that there's 17 working groups. I can search by name here or any kind of subcategory, or I can search by name here. Either place, I could just type in a name, and if they've ever even commented, shared information, even on a coffee talk, it'll find them, right? But it'll find them if they have a profile. If you keep sending people here to the non logged in and they never become a part of the network, you won't find those people. That's just simple how that works, okay? So, like if I go here to transboundary issues, and what a great image that is, by the way, water issues, right? Water management. If I go there, that's a tremendous picture. Wow, look at the pollution. So, I can go here to the grid view and everybody populates pretty quick, right? And it gives me 2 pages. If I go to the list view, everybody populates really quickly, but then it's 2 pages. But there's one of 20, so there's only 11 more, right? So it's just not unreasonable for people to have to work with stuff like this. Not anything that's beyond the normal. We will try to get you 30 or 40 or whatever's allowable that doesn't slow it down, because then you're asking the system to load up all of that at one time for review. And it's only going to be available on desktop. It won't be feasible for mobile. I did the mobile and all of these options I just showed you. and it's pretty seamless and it goes pretty fast. Desktop, because the desktop has a larger view pane, it's trying to pull a lot more. But we still have a little bit of work to do to work on that speed and those caching issues because there's so many systems. So number one, you have the store. The store has the donation and then also the software that connects it to the bank, authorize.net. Then you have the working groups and the networks. That's done by BuddyBoss. BuddyBoss is the software that runs networks and gives you the text messaging and the features you see now. The more grid view was not a standard feature because of how much data is moving, but we're going to ask them. And then the other one is the events calendar events. I forget the name of it. That's another software that manages all the events and stuff that you can do. That cool little feature to put a featured item. Nathan, I thought he did a video, might not have got out, might have got lost, I'm not sure. In an email, maybe you didn't catch it, but I'll make sure he gets it out because it is a simple process, right? But there's our events, or if I just go to the home page or click the logo, I can go down here and there it is, right? So the events is actually a third system, network is a second system that controls all of that. And then the payment portal for donations is another system. All these are subsystems inside of this gigantic website that was built. That's where we took a template-based format, customized it for you to what degree it could be, and then make them all work together and keep the site, healthy and speedy, and secure. But just like any big system, people would have to learn how to use it, right? Or how to get in there, get out. Did you know you can't join a group if you're not logged in, which means you don't have a profile and you didn't bother to answer the questions? See, so I don't know if you know some of these features. These features are really important that you would know how to use. And then like the recently active, the most in a group, those are really cool ways to cull down who you're after. Or you just search them by name. The search bar is pretty fantastic. It's going to find anybody by first or last name, even if you kind of misspelt it. If the 3 or 4 letters of their name and the first or last name is correct, it's going to pull up the list of whoever that matches. So there you go. Thank you.